Hello viewers, welcome to our daily news, and here are the headlines.
Vietnam and Laos review border marker plant. Japanese students triumph in Asia-Pacific robot contest. Once called Hell on Earth, Sơn La prison is now a famous tourist destination.
Foreign Minister Pham Binh Minh has urged Vietnam and Laos to continue close coordination for the completion of the project on increasing and upgrading border markers along the two countries' shared boundary in 2014. Minister Minh, who is also head of the Steering Committee on Land Border Demarcation, was speaking at a meeting in Nghệ An Province on August 19 to review the land border marker planting and upgrading project.
The minister said while the two countries have completed planting and upgrading the system of markers along their shared border, a lot of work still lies ahead in terms of drafting and signing related legal documents. Minister Minh said relevant agencies, local governments and forces involved in the work should continue to cooperate closely in order to fill all the remaining tasks by 2014 as agreed by leaders of the two countries. Lao Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Thongloun Sisoulith stated that the completion of the system of markers along the Vietnam-Laos border is a shared success which has an important significance in terms of politics, security, national defense and economic development. The last border marker on the Vietnam-Laos borderline was inaugurated on July the 9th at the gate separating Nghệ An Province of Vietnam and Bolek Ham Say Province of Laos. Vietnam and Laos share a 2,000-kilometre border running from north to south. This is the longest land border that Vietnam shares with a neighbouring country.
A Vietnamese delegation is attending the World Library and Information Congress, which is underway in Singapore.
The 14-member delegation represents the National Library and libraries of provinces, cities, sectors and universities across Vietnam. Organised by the International Federation of Library Associations and Institutions and the National Library Board of Singapore, the Congress has brought together more than 3,500 delegates from 120 countries and territories worldwide. From August the 17th to the 23rd, a wide range of issues are to be discussed at more than 20 sessions at the event. They include the role of libraries in the Internet age, serving the changing needs of society, harnessing technological innovations and developing new capabilities and preserving literary heritage. Deputy Director of the National Library of Vietnam, Q Thuy Nha, said her library regularly joined activities by the International Federation of Library Associations and Institutions since becoming its member in 2000, and together with it organized a number of courses on further training for Vietnamese librarians.
As many as 1,000 artists from Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam and Myanmar gathered at the festival from August 12 to 18 in Vietnam's Quang Tri Central Province to consolidate the solidarity between the countries.
Quang Tri Province Culture Palace was always filled to capacity during the performances of 17 participating art troupes, whose dances and songs reflect the beauty of landscape and people in their respective countries, as well as the achievements of the ASEAN member countries over the past years. They also sang the praise of the friendship between the four countries. The festival offered a chance for the regional artists to meet and exchange experience in artistic activities, thus promoting the friendship and solidarity among ASEAN members in the field of culture. The organizing board presented 30 gold and 36 silver medals to the best performances. Earlier, the troops made a performance tour in the local districts, towns, and ethnic minority areas.
Japanese students from the Kanazawa Institute of Technology took 51 seconds to beat the host Vietnam 1 in the final to win the Asia-Pacific robot contest in the central city of Da Nang on August 18.
It is the second time that Japan has won the championship since the contest debuted in Tokyo. Vietnam too and Indonesia drew for third place. Deputy Prime Minister Nguyễn Thiện Nhân attended the event and presented the award for the champions. The Asia-Pacific Robot Contest gathers young and creative talents, giving momentum for the development of science and technology in Vietnam, against the backdrop of Asia-Pacific becoming the most dynamic region in the world. The contest marks the second time that Vietnam has hosted the Technology Innovation Competition. It features students predominantly from the Asia-Pacific region. Vietnam won the championship 3 times. The competition, which is sponsored by Japanese giant car maker Toyota, saw the participation of teams from Hong Kong, Mongolia, India, Iran, Kazakhstan, Pakistan, Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, Fiji, Brunei, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Egypt, and Russia.
More than 240 outstanding paintings, sculptures, and graphics works are on display at an exhibition that began in Da Nang City on August 18. We went along to take a look.
The 18th South Central and Central Highlands Fine Arts Exhibition is one of the activities to celebrate the 68th anniversary of the August Revolution and National Day on September the 2nd. The exhibition features 85 outstanding pieces created by members of the Vietnam Fine Arts Association. The remaining others are produced by local artists. All works have been created within the last 12 months. They have not yet made their public debut. The pieces on display aim to showcase the rapid changes and remarkable achievements of regional localities, especially Da Nang City. The exhibition will run until August the 27th.
During Vietnam's struggle against French colonialism, Sơn La prison in the mountainous province of the same name was once called Hell on Earth. However, in the eyes of Vietnamese prisoners and revolutionary soldiers, the penitentiary was the school that provided the Vietnamese revolution with brilliant communists. On the occasion of the August Revolution, let's visit the site, which is now not only a famous tourist destination, but also a place to educate young people in patriotism.
This is the first time Vũ Anh Tuấn from Hanoi has visited the relic of Sơn La prison, though he has toured the province several times. He is touched by the site, where thousands of former Vietnamese revolutionary soldiers were detained.
Seeing the instruments of torture with my own eyes, I admire the resilience of our former revolutionary soldiers.
This sentiment is felt by all who visit the relic, witnessing the hard life of the political prisoners. It's why the feelings of Nguyễn Quốc Chiến, who lives in Sơn La City, remain unchanged whenever he comes to visit the prison.
I often take my children here, where we are told touching stories about the activities of Vietnamese inmates. Though living here was extremely difficult, they still showed strong determination to defeat the enemy.
Sơn La prison was built by the French colonialists in 1908 to detain revolutionary soldiers. Between 1930 and 1945, over 1,000 were imprisoned. However, the incarcerated soldiers turned the hell on earth into a school to build the communist fighting determination. Well-known prisoners included Lê Duẩn and Trường Trinh, later to become general secretaries of the Communist Party of Vietnam, and Xuân Thủy, foreign minister. The animal thought that diseases like malaria and a hard life and work could kill the inmates. They did not expect the political prisoners to turn the place into a school to train key personnel for the revolutionary movement in the northwestern region. The jail was later destroyed by the French themselves. However, it's still an educational place for thousands of people who visit it every year, especially the young generation. Visitors to the prison also have a chance to see a peach tree planted by former prisoner Do Hieu. The tree is considered a symbol of the communist courage.
And that's all we have for today. Thank you for joining us and see you next time.